CDL Practice Test, Florida, Combination Vehicles, Part 3. Question number 51. Before you back under a trailer, make sure that A. The air brakes are off, B. The air supply knob is in, C. The trailer brakes are locked. The correct answer is here, C. The trailer brakes are locked. Explanation. During coupling, before backing under the trailer, set the trailer air supply control to shut off the air and lock the trailer brakes. On newer vehicles, this control is an 8-sided red knob. You pull it out to shut off the air. Question number 52. To test the tractor protection valve, charge the trailer air brake system, turn off the engine, and A. Flash your high beam headlights on and off several times. B. Keep pressing the brake pedal firmly. C. Step on and off the brake pedal several times. The correct answer is here, C. Step on and off the brake pedal several times. Explanation. To test the tractor protection valve, charge the trailer air brake system, turn off the engine, and lower the air pressure by stepping on and off the brake pedal several times. The tractor protection valve control, also called the trailer air supply control, should pop out, or go from the normal to the emergency position, when the air pressure falls into the range specified by the manufacturer, typically 20-45 C. Question number 53. Glad hands are used to connect the A. Kingpin from the trailer to the locking jaws of the fifth wheel. B. Service and emergency air lines from the truck or tractor to the trailer. C. Electrical lines from the tractor to the trailer. The correct answer is here, B. Service and emergency air lines from the truck or tractor to the trailer. Explanation. Each glad hand has a rubber seal to prevent air from escaping. To connect the glad hands, first clean the seals, then press the two seals together with the glad hands at a 90-degree angle to each other. Question number 54. When you get ready to back under the semi-trailer, you should line up A. About 12 degrees off the line of the trailer. B. The kingpin to engage the driver's side locking jaw first. C. Directly in front of the trailer. The correct answer is here, C. Directly in front of the trailer. Explanation. When you're ready to couple, position your tractor right in front of the trailer. If you were to back into the trailer at an angle, you might push it sideways and break the landing gear. Question number 55. When you're pulling doubles or triples, the shut-off valve should always be A. Open except for those on the first trailer. B. Open. C. Open except for those on the last trailer. The correct answer is here, C. Open except for those on the last trailer. Explanation. The shut-off valves are located at the rear of each trailer to allow you to stop the airflow there. If there is another trailer behind this one, open the valves to allow air to flow to that trailer. Otherwise, close the valves. Question number 56. Under good driving conditions, you should leave at least 1 second of space between your vehicle and the vehicle ahead for every feet of your vehicle's length. A. 30. B. 20. C. 10. The correct answer here, C. 10. Explanation. Because sudden turns or steering adjustments can cause a large vehicle to tip over, and braking takes longer time and distance the bigger a load, you should keep a safe distance from other vehicles. Give yourself at least 1 second for every 10 feet of your truck's length, and another second if you're traveling faster than 40 miles per hour. Question number 58. When does the tractor protection valve close automatically? A. When the air pressure is low and reaches 30 C to 55 C. B. When the air pressure is high and reaches 45 to 60 C. C. It doesn't close off automatically, you need to close the valve yourself. D. When the air pressure is low and ranges from 25 C to 45 C. The correct answer here, D. When the air pressure is low and ranges from 25 C to 45 C. Explanation. The tractor protection valve closes to stop any air from coming out. When pressure reaches 25 C to 45 C, the valve closes automatically. Question number 59. After you have coupled the trailer, you should start to raise the landing gear by using A. Low gear, B. High gear, C. Intermediate gear. The correct answer here, A. Low gear. Explanation. Start to raise the landing gear by using the low gear range. If the landing gear is so equipped, then switch to the high gear range once the trailer supports are free of weight. Question number 60. The tractor protection valve is designed to close automatically when the air pressure falls into the pressure range specified by the manufacturer, typically A. 75 to 100 C, B. 50 to 75 C, C. 20 to 45 C. The correct answer here, C. 20 to 45 C. Explanation. The tractor protection valve keeps air in the tractor or truck brake system should the trailer break away or develop a bad leak. The tractor protection valve is designed to close automatically when the air pressure falls into the range specified by the manufacturer, typically 20-45 C. Question number 61. You should not use the trailer hand valve while driving because A. Of the danger of making the trailer skid, B. It won't work as well as the foot brake, C. You should use the parking brake. The correct answer here, A. Of the danger of making the trailer skid. Explanation. The trailer hand valve, also known as a trolley valve or Johnson bar, controls only the trailer brakes, not the tractor brakes. If you apply it while you're driving, you'll brake the trailers but not the tractor. This can cause a skid or even a jackknife. Instead, use the foot brake, which sends air to the tractor brakes as well as the trailer brakes. Question number 62. What is the emergency airline? A. Airlines that control the emergency brakes of the tractor. B. Airlines connecting the parking brake to the trailer brakes. C. Airlines that control the emergency brakes on combination vehicles. The correct answer here, C. Airlines that control the emergency brakes on combination vehicles. Explanation. The emergency airline is often colored red. It supplies air to the trailer air tanks and controls the trailer's emergency brakes. Question number 63. When you test the tractor protection valve, the red air supply control knob should go into the position A. Normal, B. Neutral, C. Emergency. The correct answer is here, C. Emergency. Explanation. To test the tractor protection valve, shut the engine off and step on and off the brake pedal several times to reduce the air pressure in the tanks. When the air pressure has fallen enough, typically into the range 20-45 C, the trailer air supply control knob should pop out, or the valve control should go from the normal to the emergency position. Question number 64. The air leakage rate for a combination vehicle, engine off, brakes off, should be no more than C per minute. A. 1. B. 2. C. 3. The correct answer is here, C. 3. Explanation. With a fully charged air system, turn off the engine, release the parking brake, and time the air pressure drop. The loss rate should be less than 3 C in 1 minute for combination vehicles. We do not add the additional second here because the brakes are released. Question number 65. While you check if the rear trailer is securely coupled to the front trailer, the landing gear should be A. Slightly raised, B. Fully raised, C. Fully lowered. The correct answer is here, A. Slightly raised. Explanation. After you've backed under the trailer and locked the kingpin into the fifth wheel, raise the landing gear slightly. Then with the trailer brakes still locked, gently pull the tractor forward to check that the trailer is locked onto the tractor. Question number 66. There are two things that a driver can do to prevent a rollover. They are go slow around corners and A. Make sure that the brakes are properly balanced. B. Use the trailer hand valve before the brake pedal. C. Keep both hands firmly on the steering wheel. D. Keep the weight of your cargo as close to the ground as possible. The correct answer is here, D. Keep the weight of your cargo as close to the ground as possible. Explanation. The following two things will help you prevent rollover. 1. Keep the cargo as close to the ground as possible, and 2. Drive slowly around turns. Keeping cargo low is even more important in combination vehicles than in straight trucks. Question number 67. You are coupling a tractor to a semi-trailer. You have connected the air lines before backing under the trailer. You should A. Pull ahead to test the glad hands connections. B. Make sure that the trailer brakes are off. C. Supply air to the trailer system and then pull out the air supply knob to lock the trailer brakes. The correct answer is here, C. Supply air to the trailer system and then pull out the air supply knob to lock the trailer brakes. Explanation. Before backing under the trailer, check that the trailer brakes are working and then lock the trailer brakes. Once you've attached the air lines, there are a number of checks you should make. Check the glad hand seals. Make sure that the air lines won't be caught or crushed when you back under the trailer. Charge the trailer air brake system and verify that it's working without significant air loss. Then set the trailer air supply control to shut off the air and put on the trailer emergency brakes. Question number 68. What are trailer air tanks used for? A. To keep oil and water out of the service and emergency airlines. B. To indicate how much air pressure is used on the trailer brakes. C. To add more air to tires. D. To supply air pressure to the trailer brakes. The correct answer here. D. To supply air pressure to the trailer brakes. Explanation. Trailer air tanks are used to supply air pressure to trailer brakes through relay valves. Question number 69. What is the item most commonly overlooked during a pre-trip inspection? A. Tire condition. B. Landing gear crank loose, not stored on hook. C. Trailer doors locked sealed. D. Trailer permits registrations. The correct answer here. D. Trailer permits registrations. Explanation. Paperwork is the most commonly overlooked item on the pre-trip inspection. Be certain that you have current valid permits and registrations for both tractor and trailer. Open bracket. Also check for fuel permits, insurance card, state tax certificate, liquor transport licenses, etc. Paperwork for the tractor is usually found in a binder, which is kept inside the tractor. Paperwork for the trailer is typically found in a watertight container on the nose of the trailer. Question number 70. You should use chocks when parking a trailer without spring brakes because A. You don't want the trailer rolling down a hill. B. Some states require chocking of trailer wheels. C. If the air supply leaks away, there will be no brakes. The correct answer is here. C. If the air supply leaks away, there will be no brakes. Explanation. If the trailer lacks spring brakes, make sure you chock the wheels whenever you park. If air pressure leaks away, the trailer's brakes will fail. Without chocks, the trailer could roll away. Question number 71. When should you use the hand valve to park a combination vehicle? A. To park at loading docks. B. To park on a grade. C. Never. The correct answer is here. C. Never. Explanation. The trailer hand valve, also known as a trolley valve or Johnson bar, controls only the trailer brakes, not the tractor brakes. You can use it to test the trailer brakes, but don't use it as a parking brake, especially if the trailer lacks spring brakes. If a leak causes loss of air pressure, the trailer brakes will fail. Don't use the trailer hand valve while you're driving either. Braking the trailer and not the tractor can cause the trailer to skid. Question number 72. Why should you make sure that the fifth wheel plate is greased as required? A. To reduce heat and noise. B. To ensure good electrical connections. C. To prevent steering problems. The correct answer is here. C. To prevent steering problems. Explanation. There shouldn't be any space between the upper and lower fifth wheel. However, friction could cause steering problems. To reduce friction, make sure that the fifth wheel plate is well lubricated as required. Question number 73. Before you start to uncouple, you must A. Make sure the trailer has enough of an air supply for its brakes to hold. B. Call in for any special requests. C. Make sure the ground is solid and can support the weight of the trailer. The correct answer here, C. Make sure the ground is solid and can support the weight of the trailer. Explanation. Before uncoupling the trailer, be sure you're leaving it on firm ground that can support its weight. Question number 74. After you lock the kingpin into the fifth wheel, you should check the connection by pulling A. the tractor ahead sharply to release the trailer brakes, B. forward 50 feet, then turning right, and then left, C. the tractor ahead gently with the trailer brakes locked. The correct answer is here, C. the tractor ahead gently with the trailer brakes locked. Explanation. After you've backed under the trailer and locked the kingpin into the fifth wheel, raise the landing gear slightly, then with the trailer brakes still locked, gently pull the tractor forward to check that the trailer is locked onto the tractor. Question number 75. What is the emergency air line for? A. to engage the front brakes of the tractor in case of an emergency, B. to have extra air pressure in case you need it, C. to engage the trailer brakes in case of air pressure loss. The correct answer is here, C. to engage the trailer brakes in case of air pressure loss. Explanation. The emergency air line has two main functions, open bracket. 1. It supplies air to the trailer air tanks to keep the trailer brake system charged, open bracket. 2. It controls the vehicle's emergency brakes. If air pressure in the emergency air line drops too low, say because of a bad leak or damage due to the trailer breaking loose, the trailer emergency brakes will come on. Also, the tractor protection valve will close to keep air from escaping from the tractor. Question number 76. What action should be taken when you park a trailer that doesn't have spring brakes? A. Use air pressure from the trailer air tanks. B. Remove emergency air line. C. Use the emergency brakes. D. Use wheel chocks. The correct answer is here, D. Use wheel chocks. Explanation. When you want to park your trailers and don't have spring brakes, you must use wheel chocks.